Roblox Fish Fest. Fish's biggest update in ages, bringing in new rods, enchantments, relics, fish, items, consumables, and much more. Hello Jazelomman, welcome to Fish Fest. And in this video, I'm attempting to get the hardest rod in this entire update, the Lemonade Serenade. One of the coolest looking rods in the entire game, in my opinion. Now, of course, without further ado, Jazelomman, let me begin the torture of getting the Lemonade Serenade. Fish Fest, Fish Fest, Fish Fest. Alright, so to get the Fish Fest, we need to go... This is where Fish Fest is. We made it to Fish Fest, fellas. After loading to Fish for the first time after the update, I noticed a lot of different things. And after making my way to the massive Fish Fest Island, I decided to just go around and have a look, because there was a lot to do here, and honestly, I had no clue about anything in this update. So after looking around a little bit and talking to the different merchants and the people, I found one of the first of many rods that I'll be getting in this video. Oh, what's this new rod? The pool noodle rod. Pool noodle. Oh, okay. I need to get that. Now, easily the easiest one to get out of all the rods in the update, this one only requires 1,000 sun shells, which I was able to get in about half an hour. Here we go. Now the stats of the pool noodle rod are pretty mediocre, and I don't really have much to say about it. I like the design, yeah, that's something I do like about it. But for enchanting with this rod, because of the low max kilogram weight and the 30% width control bar, I would recommend for enchanting either Herculean, or if you don't have an exalted relic, quality to enchant this rod, as they both definitely benefit this rod in some pretty nice ways. Anyway, this is not the point of the video. Now, to actually get the Lemonade Serenade, I need to talk to this guy, Captain Conch. Now, Captain Conch, later in this video, will be giving me some pretty insane quests. But to start off with, I just need to talk to this lady, Mariana, and I need to get Tim, Jim, and Kim. Yep, that was pretty easy. And then for the second quest I have to do for her, I have to get all of this. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Now, most of this stuff is through appraising or just catching these naturally on Fish Fest. But the biggest problem here was the fireworks. Now, at the time, I had 48 fireworks out of the 50 I needed. Now, that's especially annoying because I remember when I bought fireworks randomly, I remember using 2 of them. Worst mistake of my entire life. Anyway, the only way in the entire game I can get fireworks is through the traveling merchant. Now, there is no way to summon or quickly spawn the traveling merchant. You literally just have to wait and hope that out of all the 6 items he could have, that he has the fireworks. Yeah, so that was a pretty big waste of time. Now, while waiting for the fireworks, I decided to get all the other things I needed for Mariana's quest. Designer shades, shiny slushy, and a shiny beach radio. 5 water balloons. Yeah, this was really boring. So to shake things up from my repetitive non-stop playing, I decided to spend the next 30 minutes doing nothing. Yeah, and while doing nothing, a traveling merchant did actually spawn. But I was not there to see it because I went AFK. Anyway, after another few sessions of this, I did eventually have a traveling merchant spawn at Sunstone Island. But he didn't have fireworks. Okay, so for real this time, the traveling merchant did spawn and he did have fireworks. And he's got fireworks, let's actually go. That is what we're talking about, baby. So I was actually able to complete all of Mariana's quests. Finally. Now, for Captain Conch's first actual quest, I had to get all these different people to come to Captain Conch's Fish Fest party. Now, the storyline for Captain Conch's questline is sort of just, he's setting up Fish Fest, and I had to get all the people to help. So, after talking to the drink server, Sandy Finn, and Bonfire Blake, these names, bro, I only had one more part of this quest to do before I completed it. And this part was easily the most annoying things I did in this entire challenge. And that was complete 5 other Fish Fest quests. Now at the time, I only had done 2 out of the 5. Now, the Fish Fest quests aren't necessarily hard. Most of them just require, if not all of them, require good luck and or patience, which I had none of. Now, I did eventually complete these quests, but it did take me 3 hours, which is pretty insane. Oh yeah. Nice! That was all by accident. Holy crap. But I did eventually complete this part of Captain Conch's quest. So, the next part of Captain Conch's questline is, who would have thunk it, talking to more people. This is just so much fun. I just love talking to more and more people over and 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 yeah. But again, Captain Conch just wants you to talk to more people. And those people have their own little side quests I have to do for them, which is just so much fun. Now, to be honest, Captain Conch's questline so far has been really boring. I'm gonna be honest, and there hasn't been a lot of content been sucking out of it. You know, like it's just this. Like it's just not. It's not very good. But hopefully, after completing another talking quest, hopefully there'll be something different. That's 3. So yeah, I'm not talking to people for this quest, but rather, I need to catch 3 sun slashes. Now, from the several hours that I have already spent recording, I have only caught 1 sun slasher. And this one doesn't even count towards the total I need. So, I need to get 3 sun slashes fast. And because I wanted to release this video in the next millennium, I need to find a way to boost the rate of me catching these sun slashes. And after doing a little bit of research, I found out that the sun slashes like the tropical sun weather. Thanks to the fish wiki for that. But the problem with that, you need a tropical sun totem,
which cost 15,000 sun shells.
So instead of that, I decided to change servers a few times in hopes of finding one with an active tropical sun. And before long, I did. Nice, that's 1. Nice. That's 2, guys. 1 more to go. That's the last one, guys. So, within about 30 minutes, I was able to collect all the sun slashes for Captain Conch. Now, honestly, I was feeling pretty good about myself at this point. I mean, catching 3 of these sun slashes alone is pretty impressive, and the fact that I did it within 30 minutes is sort of insane. And I was feeling that I was pretty close to getting the Lemonade Serenade, and I could feel the end coming. And my belief was definitely encouraged when I started talking about some flame slasher. Now, of course, it wouldn't be that easy if I just had to catch a random fish, no. Now I have to unlock where it is, which requires like 9 different conches laid around the map. And to get these conches, you need to talk to people and look and annoying stuff. Yeah, but I did eventually get all the conches I needed to unlock the sandcastle where the flame slasher is. Now, for the final conch I needed, it's actually completely RNG based, which is really annoying because, as you guys probably know, I have really bad luck. And the only way you can get this conch is by getting it with a random drink. Now, the random drink can only be bought every 15 minutes. So, after not getting it on the first one, I wasn't about to sit around and do nothing. So, your boy started playing some different games.
Oh my shit! No, that's it.
I just thought it's going to end well. I'm sure.
Wait, why is the money so big? Wait, hold on. Wait, what the fuck I'm doing here?
Anyway, after doing it a few times and probably spending about an hour, I did eventually get the final conch I needed. And then, after that, I finally opened up the sandcastle hole gate. I don't know, bro. I don't even know. Now, this is where the flame slasher lies, inside of this pit. And I was pretty hopeful that I was going to get it. So, after a few tosses, I didn't get it, but eventually...
Voices I don't wanna understand. My car keys are jingling in my hands. My high heels are clicking towards your door. Is this
Oh my
one
God.
thing that got me tripping? Is this one
Oh my
thing
God.
that got me tripping? You did this one thing, you so made me feel it. Is this one thing you did? Is this one thing that caught me slipping? Is this one thing I want to admit? You did this one thing and I was so with it. Is this one thing you did? And maybe I just can't believe it. Is this one thing you did?
And there we have it, Jayzalomon. The flame slasher has been caught. And I can now reap the rewards of my struggles. Well, actually I have one more thing I need to do before I can claim the Lemonade Serenade. And that is that I need to get 20 Lagoon Lemonades. Now, like the random drink, I have to wait 15 minutes in between buying each Lagoon Lemonade. Now, seeing I already have 9 out of the 20 I already need, that definitely cuts down quite a bit of time. But for the 11 more I need, to calculate how long it would take me, we'll do 11 times 15, which is 165 minutes. Which means I need to wait around 3 hours to get the remaining Lagoon Lemonades. And I know you guys don't want to watch that, so after many hours of waiting and the occasional fishing, I finally purchased the Lemonade Serenade. But before that, I know I've been delaying you guys a lot, but we'll be back very shortly, I swear. But I have something I must do beforehand, and that is the 1000 subscriber special Q&A. So if you're not already aware, about 2 weeks ago, I created a post and the video telling you guys to ask me questions. And you guys could ask me anything. I mean, anything reasonable. And I got quite a lot of questions. So I'm gonna go through some of my favorite ones, and I'll try to get through as many as possible. Starting with one of my favorites. Just Pico, what was your actual passion about making videos? Well, to put it simply, my passion is about making an impact, I think. I don't really care how big or little the impact is, but as long as I am making a beneficial impact on people, I'm happy. Just Pico, what's your favorite Roblox game? And are there any other Roblox games you plan on playing in the future? My favorite Roblox game? That is a very good question. But if I had to pick, my top 3 are either Combat Initiation, TDS, of course, or an underground hangout game. That game is genuinely goated. All games linked down in the description, by the way. Now for my next question, it's actually quite a few questions. Do you like the content you make? And if so, are you happy with your milestone? I would say I am pretty happy with the content I make. I mainly just try and make the most entertaining video I can. And I'm pretty happy with 1000 subscribers. It's still sort of insane to me. What motivated you into making videos? My motivation for posting is mainly you guys. The thought of leaving over 1000 people without any reason is nightmare fuel. Just Pico, what is your favorite food? My favorite food, pasta bake. If y'all have not had pasta bake, y'all have not lived properly. When is your birthday? And if it's past, happy late birthday to you. My birthday is December 6th, so shout out to any December 6ers out there. And the final question, what do you like about making content the most? My favorite part about content is the end. I mean, the part where I can export the video I've been working on so hard. And it's a feeling I honestly can't describe. Another question, will you be making TDS content? Also, would love to see it. Yes, I do plan on making more TDS content. I have not made a video on this game in ages, and I have some pretty good ideas. So hopefully more TDS content coming soon. Now this is a good question, I like this one. Just Pico, I don't know if this fits into the boundaries for the question, but I've wanted to change my style of clothes for a couple months. But I've had the same one for 4 years. Do you think people will care if I made a sudden switch and look completely different, or will people not care at all? Now this question is very good. It's different, you know, from the rest. To put it simply, no, I don't really think many people take notice of a drastic change in clothing. Most people, if not like every person I know, change how they dress. And if people actually like do care about your clothing, and you like what you wear, but they don't for some reason, I don't think it matters, honestly. I mean, it's your clothes, so you decide what you want, man. Do you enjoy making videos? Now, this is a pretty broad question, but most of the time, yes, I do have fun making the videos, but sometimes in the editing, it can get a little boring, you know, just like the lack of dopamine. I'm a very dopamine needing person. Now, this is a question I think a lot of you guys will be asking about. Is 1 month of Fish gonna happen? I am making the part 3. If you guys not seen my post, I am making the part 3. But unless that video gets like 10,000 likes or something stupid like that, like insane amount of likes, I don't think I will make the 1 month video. The last time I did that, it was painful. Just Pico, where do you want your channel to be at the end of the year? Or like how many subscribers do you want to have by then? Congrats on 1K. Thank you, dude, for the congratulations. Now my end of year goal was at first going to be 2,000 subs, but you guys in the past 2 weeks have got me 800, so thank you guys so much. So like my end of year goal, maybe like 2.5k subs, yeah. 2.5k would be sort of insane. Now another question, what makes you start content creation? Well, if you're talking about like the starting a video, I tend to do a little bit of research beforehand to see what's trendy in Roblox and just in YouTube in general. And then I'll make about 5 different concept videos that I like, then pick which one I like the most. What made you join Roblox? And what was your first game ever played in the platform? Well, I think I joined Roblox in like 2016 or 2017. But I created the account that I use now in 2020, I think. And the first game I played was Pizza Factory Tycoon. This game is goated and it's honestly really nostalgic for me. And my reason for joining Roblox, it looks cool. Now for my final question, because we're running out of time here, folks. What fish area visually do you enjoy the most? Well, I think my favorite fish location visually is honestly the new Coconut Town added in the Fish Fest update. It's very aesthetically pleasing. It feels like lively, you know, and some fish areas are just not that. Anyway, that's all the questions I have time for today. Thank you guys so much for dropping the questions, and sorry to the people that I did not answer your questions to. I may make another video and I may answer some more questions, so maybe more in the near future. Or maybe I won't, who knows? Maybe I just won't make another Q&A. Okay, so where were we? Oh yes, after many hours of tedious talking and occasional fishing, I finally bought the Lemonade Serenade. And there we go. We have got ourselves the Lemonade Serenade. Now, before you click off the video, I know I got the Lemonade Serenade, but there's a few things about this rod that I'll show you guys. So when I actually bought this rod, a couple days later, it got completely reworked in the next fish update. So at the time, the rod was honestly pretty mid, but now the stats have been boosted by quite a bit, and it's honestly a pretty fun rod to use. Now, the enchants I decided to put in this rod were Tropical, a part of the new Fish Fest enchant relics, and overclocked as my secondary enchant. Just to help with catching those bosses, you know? The plus 5% force progress speed definitely carries. Now, the real question is though, is this rod worth getting? Well, yeah. I think this rod is worth getting. The fact that it is a limited rod definitely helps, but this rod could definitely be a reliable option for players looking for a late to mid game rod, giving a good mutation and can definitely be good for catching bosses and, you know, the bit of a flex having a limited rod, you know. And it also has some pretty cool UI. I like the little lemon droplets and it boosts your progress. It's very cool. Okay, now that's out of the way. What else? Oh, did I have fun getting this rod?